In the top stories, Prime Minister praises progress on new MRI facility at JNF General Hospital. Virgin Atlantic appoints Sean Edwards as Caribbean country manager. And Sean Diddy Combs requests April or May trial for sex trafficking case. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Thursday, October 10th, 2024. I'm your presenter, Shanique Harvey. Nationally, Prime Minister and Minister of Health, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, expressed satisfaction with the progress of the new magnetic resonance imaging or MRI facility being constructed at the Joseph N. France General Hospital. During his visit to the construction site on October 8th, Dr. Drew updated the public on the advancements being made. Prime Minister Drew shared, highlighting the project's significance for healthcare in St. Kitts and Nevis, that, quote, the MRI building is progressing very well. They have reached roof height, and I expect it to be completed in a few months with the MRI installed at JNF Hospital, end quote. The Ministry of Health aims to have the MRI facility fully operational by the first quarter of 2025. Additionally, the government is procuring a 128-slice computed tomography or CT scan machine, which includes a cardiac imaging injector to further enhance medical services. Dr. Drew emphasized the importance of having this life-saving equipment available by the end of 2024. He said, quote, I've requested that the CT scan be installed and operational before Christmas. We are currently upgrading the electrical system to support this advanced machine, which will provide cardiac imaging services, end quote. These improvements are part of the government's broader commitment to modernizing healthcare infrastructure and improving medical services for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis has established a new Citizen Security Secretariat reflecting a broad approach to safeguarding its citizens in line with international best practices. The initiative was discussed by Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew during a media roundtable on October 8th, following its announcement on August 23, 2024. At the roundtable, Prime Minister Drew clarified the broader definition of citizen security, emphasizing that it goes beyond addressing violence and crime.
Sometimes people tend to want to, might use the word interchangeably. Citizen security is a designation that means that you're not just dealing with violence and crime, but is the citizen secured? So we didn't just want to go to the point, deal with it from the perspective of law enforcement. That is the impression that national security gives. We want to shift the understanding that when we speak about citizen security, it's not just about that. Do you have water? Do you have food? Access to education, health care, democratic system, the things that secures a citizen.
Dr. Drew highlighted the significance of language in shaping public policy, pointing out that citizen focuses on the individual's needs, whereas national security typically relates to state-level concerns. The shift in terminology aims to center public safety efforts on the well-being of individuals. The Citizen Security Task Force, which leads the government's 90-day campaign against violence and crime, adopts this people-centered approach. The campaign is designed to hear from citizens and develop strategies that tackle the root causes of crime and violence. Prime Minister Drew also noted that the concept of citizen security is gaining global recognition, particularly by organizations like the United Nations. The government remains committed to maintaining law and order while ensuring that citizens, residents, and visitors enjoy a safe and secure environment. In a heartwarming gesture of support, Keon High School, or CHS, received a donation of desks, chairs, and tables from its alumni group CHS Best at the start of the new school term. The donation was made to assist current students and improve the learning environment. CHS Principal Ms. Kayla Morris expressed her gratitude on behalf of the staff and students.
On behalf of the staff and students of the Keon High School, we wish to extend heartiest gratitude to the CHS Best Alumni Group for donating furniture for both students and teachers. The donation has made a considerable impact on the learning environment. Actually, most of the classrooms are outfitted and now students are comfortable, and it has enhanced learning. We look forward to continuing the relationship with CHS Best, who have contributed much to the school and have indicated that they are willing to contribute more.
This initiative, led by former students, reflects the enduring connection between CHS graduates and their alma mater. The ongoing generosity from CHS Best has been a tradition for decades, and the school is appreciative of the group's unwavering support. We move now to news on the regional scene. Virgin Atlantic has appointed Sean Edwards as its new country manager for the Caribbean. With years of experience in the airline and travel sectors, Edwards will oversee operations and drive growth in this key region. Returning to Virgin Atlantic after 5 years, Edwards previously led the loyalty and travel department at Sandals Barbados and managed the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024. In his new role, he will focus on enhancing the airline's commercial success and service in the Caribbean. Simon Hawkins, Vice President of Americas at Virgin Atlantic, praised Edwards' leadership, saying he will strengthen partnerships and drive expansion in the region. Edwards expressed his excitement about the role, pledging to collaborate with customers and trade partners to deliver outstanding results. Virgin Atlantic, which celebrates 26 years of flights between London and Barbados, continues to expand its Caribbean services with its modern A350 and A330neo aircraft, offering connections to Grenada and St. Vincent. Internationally, Sean Diddy Combs is aiming for a trial on sex trafficking charges in the spring, according to his attorneys, who addressed a judge on Wednesday. In a joint letter, his legal team and prosecutors indicated a preference for a trial in April or May, outlining what they plan to discuss at a hearing scheduled for Thursday in Manhattan Federal Court. While prosecutors confirm their readiness for trial, they did not specify a preferred date. The 54-year-old has been in custody since his arrest on September 16th, facing allegations of years of physical and sexual abuse against women. He has entered a not guilty plea. The indictment claims that Combs used a network of associates and employees to coerce and abuse women, employing tactics such as blackmail, kidnapping, arson, and physical violence to silence his victims. And now for the weather. Present weather is fair skies. Winds are southeast at 6 to 12 miles per hour. The temperature for today is 32 degrees Celsius or 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1.2 to 2.4 meters or 5 to 8 feet, with northeasterly swells up to 2.1 meters or 7 feet. A high surf advisory remains in effect. The weather forecast for today predicts partly cloudy and hazy skies with a 30% or low chance of showers. Tonight will be fair to partly cloudy and hazy with a 30% or low chance of showers. Sunset for today will be at 5:52 p.m. and sunrise for tomorrow will be at 6:03 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your presenter, Shanique Harvey.